Alright guys, continuing with chapter 3. Sky pressed her index finger to close off the unwanted nostril, bending down towards the table. In one snuff, the line disappeared from the mirror. Everyone clapped and cheered her on for excellence. I just threw my head back in hysterical laughter, watching her eyes squeeze shut from the burning sensation. Sky slapped my thigh, insisting that I do one along with her. I have never snorted coke in my life, but I also didn't want to be a pussy about it. So I manned up and snorted a line so thick, I felt it cake onto the inside of my nostril. I instantly began choking, feeling a clump find its way down the back of my throat. Here, man, take a sip of this. I reached out, taking the glass of blue liquid from Javan, nearly downing the entire thing. Yum. What is that? Hypnotic. You can finish it. I nodded with gratitude, downing the rest. Moments later, two slim Asian dancers took a hold of the poles in the distance and began performing. I laid back into the couch cushion, feeling a strange high come on, as I enjoyed their elegant movement. Sky and Javan were busy rolling blunts, comparing on whose was better, while leaving my mind unattended to latch onto the fantasy that unraveled before me. The one on the right specifically caught my eye with the way that she climbed all the way up the pole and slowly slid down using the strength of her arms, while her legs were spread out into like a V. I knew she felt me watching her once we locked eyes, and she began taunting me with the rest of her abilities. The scent of burning weed entered my nasal cavity, pulling my attention towards its direction. Sky had a blunt in her hand, offering it to me. I choked on it for a while, until I tasted bitter residue running down my throat. I gagged so hard, entering an intense cough attack from taking a hit. Both effects mixed together had my high reach a level I've never encountered before now. My body didn't know whether to feel relaxed or alert from the combination. My high was being completely bipolar. One minute I'd be floating in unawareness, then the next I'd be staring intently at what was happening all around me. Sky seemed unaffected by either as she sat talking with our newfound friends. It felt like hours since we'd seen Drifton, and I wasn't brave enough to go wandering off looking for him, so I stayed put. Javan leaned over into Sky's ear, saying something I obviously wasn't meant to hear. Her response had me longing to know what exactly this guy just whispered to make her giggle. She looked over at me, informing me that he asked if he could snort a line off of her stomach. If I were sober and wasn't surrounded by a bunch of oversized men that looked like they were strapped, I would definitely have objected to his proposal. Instead, I granted permission, as if I were okay with it. Sky lay atop the marble table, raising her shirt over with her gaze locked on mine. The black lights crystallized her eyes, and like a gazing ball, I was drawn to them. Javan and a friend of his did a line from her stomach, laughing while pouring liquor onto her skin. Once I saw Javan's tongue lick his lips, I immediately lurched forward, leaning over the table while she centered beneath me. Coke is one thing, but to lick the flesh of my girlfriend's stomach is a hell no in my book. I proceeded to run my warm palate from the lining of her leggings all the way up to her bra, ending it with a kiss lathered in liquor. Sky dug her nails into my cheeks, returning my gesture twice as hard, arching her back from the table. Everyone around cheered us on, but I ignored them. All I saw was her, and that was all I needed to see. Sky's the one I'd never stop looking for in a crowded place. Oh shit, what the fuck have I been missing? I looked up to see Drifton entering the room. I sat back, wiping my mouth, helping Sky from the table. He plopped down into the recliner that sat next to the sectional, sipping on a mixed drink. The owner of the house joined us with a platter full of Jello shots. This man wasn't dark-skinned himself. He was actually normal-looking, kind of like Drifton and I. He wore a long shirt with crazy design on its front with cargo shorts and some basketball shoes. Who are your friends, Drift? Oh, this is Mally and his mate, Sky. Well, damn. She can come by any time she wants, he winked. Pardon my manners. He reached out to shake my hand. I gave him a firm territorial grip in return while receiving a Jello shot in my other hand. Sky and I downed at least 15 between the two of us. I was expecting to be shit-faced, but instead I was relaxed and horny as hell. I found myself rubbing the couch cushion like it was the softest thing I'd ever felt. My teeth began grinding together with my tongue running along my top row a dozen times a minute. I leaned in over to Sky's ear. Fuck, I think they laced them with ecstasy. She nodded like she already knew. Running her fingers through her hair, licking her lips, Sky responded with, I know, and it feels fucking amazing. I entered a trance, pulling my shades down to cover my eyes from the constant flickering of the strobe lights. Sexual charisma industrialized my mind while I floated into a state of incoherence. Sky sat reticent, rubbing my forearm gently with her fingertips, placing me into relaxation. Okay, that was the end of chapter 3. The next one, things are gonna definitely get quite interesting in this book, as always. Nothing new. So you guys stay tuned.